Evading the issues. In all of his talk about God's sovereignty and justice, Calvin takes no account of God's other attributes, such as his love and mercy. Not once in the nearly 1,300 pages of his Institutes does Calvin expound upon God's love for mankind, or attempt to explain how God, who is love, could take pleasure in damning billions whom he could save if he so desired. How indeed? Here is the great question that the very conscience God has implanted in all mankind finds so troubling. But Calvin never addresses it. Biblically, God's sovereignty is exercised only in perfect unity with his total character. He is not a despotic sovereign. His sovereignty is enforced in harmony with his love, grace, mercy, kindness, justice, and truth. But Calvin has almost nothing to say about these attributes, because they cannot be reconciled with his theory. It is only reasonable to ask why God, who is love, lacks the love and compassion to save all whom he could save, and instead predestines billions to eternal torment. Calvin repeatedly hides his lack of an answer behind the word mystery. But pleading mystery cannot cover up the horror of this doctrine. Yet that is the best Calvin can do, along with repeatedly appealing to Augustine's authority. He argues, "Let us not be ashamed to be ignorant in a matter in which ignorance is learning. Rather, let us willingly abstain from the search after knowledge, to which it is both foolish as well as perilous, and even fatal to aspire." How sinful it is to insist on knowing the causes of the divine will, since it is itself, and justly ought to be, the cause of all that exists. God, whose pleasure it is to inflict punishment on fools and transgressors. No other cause can be adduced than the secret counsel of God. Ignorance of things which we are not able, or which it is not lawful to know, is learning, while the desire to know them is a species of madness. Pleading mystery and exalting ignorance is contrary to God's word, which tells us that we must be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15. Yet Calvin said it was wrong to seek a reason. The only Greek word translated mystery is mysterion. It is never used as Calvin used it, to denote a secret not to be revealed. Rather, it always refers to knowledge that is being revealed. For example, "I would not that ye should be ignorant of this mystery." Romans chapter 11, verse 25. "I shew you a mystery." 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. "Made known unto me the mystery." Ephesians chapter 3, verse 3. "Even the mystery which hath been hid, but now is made manifest." Colossians chapter 1, verse 26. "I will tell thee the mystery." Revelation chapter 17, verse 7, and so on. The word is never used as Calvin uses it in relation to salvation, predestination, or sovereignty, and certainly not concerning some being saved and others damned.